Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. I hope you're all doing great. And welcome to this new video and this daily update on Bitcoin. Today is obviously a big day because we finally have the interest rate decision tonight, which we can get out of the way. I will personally be live streaming during the press conference. So if you're interested in that, which the press conference is the most interesting part, I'll promise. I'm not going to promise that it will be interesting, but it will be the most interesting. So if you want to check that out, then hopefully I'll see you there. But in this video, I kind of wanted to prepare you on what to expect ahead of that. And the main word, the key word for that is volatility. I mean, yesterday we already had some volatility. We had some de-risking going on right here. As you can see, we dropped down into support around 100,000. Or 101,000, excuse me. Dropped down into that, and from there we bounced very nicely. I mean, right now, I mean, if you take a look at the price, nothing has changed, right? I mean, basically, if you go over this week, Monday morning, we had that Nvidia scare and just in general DeepSeek stock market scare, etc. We had a bearish breakout. We reclaimed it, and we have so far held the reclaim. Now, I must say that there's quite a lot of leverage coming into Bitcoin right now, which I'm not necessarily a fan of. Because like I said, we have the interest rate decision tonight, which you see quite often. And that is the part I do not like, is that you'll have a lot of volatility before that. And the more leverage we get into the markets, the more volatility we get in. And I would much prefer to actually see some shorts come in, like we saw Monday. Monday, like you can see that right here, a huge amount of shorts came in. So that creates fuel to the upside, which we can kind of, with a volatility spike into. And at this point of time, that's not true. And I would even argue that, well, I mean, it's both longs and shorts being opened, but I would say it's a bit more longs being opened here. But right, so no, I mean, the structure for Bitcoin is still that we reclaim this level here at 100,000, 101,000, excuse me, but the bigger level is a bit lower as well. So we're holding that for now, and honestly, I think over the course of today, we will be able to hold that. I mean, if we go over the other fundamentals right now, while I clean up my chart a little bit. If we go over other fundamentals, they're basically still similar as where they were yesterday. I mean, the dollar strength index is looking a little bit more bearish than it was yesterday, for Bitcoin at least, because this is looking a bit more bullish, and we don't want that. USDT dominance basically in that same range. And then if we look at the stock markets, it looks like as S&P 500 futures are trading a bit higher. S&P 500 is trading a bit higher as well. It looks like we're going to fill that gap. So that is slightly bullish. And that's also why I would expect that, first of all, after just purely looking at the technicals, this level was defended quite well over the course of this week so far. But outside of that, like I said, with potentially filling the gap to the supply side for the S&P 500, that can provide some bullish momentum as well. But ultimately, so I would expect something like this, right, on the 1 hour time frame or something, basically ranging between this level at 101,000 and then maybe to the upside getting it into 104,000 is a possibility. But ultimately, it will all depend on what they'll say at the press conference of the Federal Reserve tonight. All right, so that's basically the main thing to wait for. If we get some major imbalances in the price, then that could be an opportunity, but that's something we'll have to see. At this point of time, there's no imbalance. So I would just sit tight, wait for the result, and then make some decisions and make some trades based on that. But I'll keep you updated on that as well. Hopefully I'll see you tonight. For now, I think that's what you need to know. In general, not much to report on. Altcoins, similar story. They were moving kind of separate from Bitcoin earlier this morning, and there are some stronger altcoins. But most of them are not looking amazing. But those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.